O-level results for the 316,000 candidates who sat their exams countrywide are finally out. The Executive Secretary of the Uganda National Examinations Board, Daniel Odongo, noted a slight decline in performance.
This has been attributed in the lower performance levels exhibited by our candidates in English language, mathematics, and the sciences.
The board proposes that the root causes of the poor performance in these subjects be identified and dealt with, as these are the subjects that are very necessary to drive the nation's development agenda.
The poor performance was attributed to low levels in proficiency and poor English comprehension. Odongo says there was a pattern observed in homework, in essay writing and sporting, where teachers identify probable questions that may be asked.
The information we had was that the teachers this time said letter writing had been examined recently. So this year we expect UNEB to examine writing minutes. And so they concentrated on drilling the children, the candidates, how to write minutes of a meeting. And when they realized that they had to write a letter imagining that they were chairperson of the LC1s in their villages, they were stuck.
In the sciences, the examinations body faults the low performance on the underutilization of science laboratories, while some schools lack the facilities.
Almost 55% of the candidates who are offering the sciences are unable to exhibit the minimum required competency to be graded.
The 10 districts that excelled countrywide include Mukono with 2,222 students in Division 1, Wakiso with 5,339, Riverizi with 110, and Kotido with 23 in Division 1. On the flip side, the worst performing districts include Zombo, where no single student passed in Division 1, Buko, where only 2 students passed in Division 1, Amolota had 5 and Buyende had 13.
The board is withholding results of 1,893 candidates who will be invited for fair hearing before final decisions are made.
Non-universal secondary education schools also performed better than USE schools. This was the same case at primary leaving examinations, where private schools beat UPE schools. 19,000 students in non-USE passed in Division 1 compared to just 4,400 in USE schools. Additionally, 28,000 students in non-USE schools passed in Division 2 compared to 16,000 in Division 2, while 34,000 students passed in Division 3 compared to 28,000 in USE schools. Meanwhile, 1,495 students in non-USE schools missed their exams compared to 3,434 students in USE schools.
It should be noted, however, that most non-USE candidates are from the traditional government-aided secondary schools, most of which are boarding schools whose fees structures do not fit in the USE fees framework. Therefore, this disparity in performance is perhaps not unexpected.
As has been the trend in recent years, girls performed better in the English language and Christian religious education, or CRE. However, their male counterparts performed better in the other subjects.
About 6,000 students or candidates have been registering and for various reasons have not been appearing for the examinations.
Records from past years indicate that the number of students who are registering and not sitting exams increases every year, and yet there seems to be little or no emphasis on what happens to these students after these results are released. Where do they go? That information remains the biggest challenge for the Ministry of Education, because then it means that there are more people who will probably not be undertaking either vocational or even proceeding to higher education. With the results now out, selection for Senior 5 students is expected to take place on 9th and 10th February. Sharon Hochire, NTV.